Hello everyone, welcome to the live replay. Today is December 11th and we're going to be personalizing some more of our journal orders today. We are nearly done. I'm getting so close to being at 0, which I have not made my order queue go down to 0 since before pre-orders in like beginning of October. So I'm excited just to kind of exhale after this. But yeah, we are going to start with order 1362 for Melissa. I want to give her a sec to come though, because I think she's going to come. Let's see what 1363 is. If Shopify cooperates. Hey you guys, welcome here. Oh, I must have turned it a bit. You can see my lap a bit. There we go. Hey Sherry. Okay. Let's do 1363 in order for Danny. I was just coloring in next week in my journal, so I've got that open here. I changed I think I might like this one a little bit better with the boxes, but I decided to try something different, but still on theme. All right, let me grab Danny's Petal Pink journal for her. Ooh, I should have restocked my pink shelf. We've only got one more after this. I've got plenty more in the other room. It's just a trip to the other room. Oh no. Is that mark on the journal? Because then this one's going to be a B grade. Totally is. Okay, well that's a first. How frustrating is that? Okay, down to the down to the last Petal Pink journal that's in here. My whiteboard marker the other day. There we go. And I should fire up my heat press. I forgot I was doing gold foil again today. Hey Colleen. Welcome here you guys. This is order 1363 for Danny. We're going to start with her charms here. Charms, she wants the letter D, a pink pom-pom, and some kind of girly charm. So if she's not here, I always default to the lighter pink. I just feel like the brighter one is just so bold, and I don't know. I know the light pink isn't like a perfect match with the journal, but it does match the ribbon very well. And I feel like the brighter pink it doesn't match as well, but I know some people love it. But I'm going to go with the lighter pink, make that executive decision unless Danny shows up. And then she wants the letter D and a girly charm. Oh, we don't have any white D's left. I'm kind of surprised. So we can choose between one of these. And then let me grab a few girly charms for her. Wrong drawer. We'll try this one. Actually, grab that. This. Heat press is ready. Let's maybe do these. Okay, let's choose our girly charm first and then we'll choose our letter D. Welcome here, you guys. How's your Thursday going? I'm going to start a poll here. 1 minute, 4 options. We're going to choose. So pink pom-pom is locked in. This is order 1363 for Danny. We want to choose one of these girly charms was the category that she chose. So option 1, 2, 3, 4 in the poll. Go ahead and cast your vote for Danny's charm. And we will choose a letter D afterwards. Depending what charm is chosen, I might make an executive decision on that, or I might still let us vote. It is late, isn't it, Lynn? You know, I was saying the other day how my sleep has just been horrible. I've been bad at sleeping my whole life. but the last month or so, it's been really, really bad. And so I was chatting with ChatGPT, my sleep expert, and oh, sorry, if you guys could put your votes in the poll, that little blue and white icon under your name, under my name, sorry, that's the only way they'll get counted, as if they're in there. I was chatting with ChatGPT as a sleep consultant, and yeah, the goal right now is not to get me more hours in bed, it's to only be in bed when I actually feel sleepy, and to stop associating being in bed with lying awake frustrated, to like, you know, so going to bed later to build that like I'm actually gonna sleep when I'm here kind of connection. So that's why I'm starting a little bit later, because I have been staying up later for the past couple of nights and it has actually been working, which seems so backwards to get more sleep, but it's been literally like getting like an hour and a half of sleep a night on 9 hours of lying in bed. So not for lack of trying. So I'm trying ChatGPT's strategy instead of my own of just like going to bed at a good time and just crossing my fingers that I'll actually be able to sleep. Now I'm only going to bed when my eyes physically feel heavy, and if I don't fall asleep within 30 minutes, I get up and do a calm activity and then try again. That's what I'm trying. And it's been working. Actually, the last couple of nights I've probably got 3 to 4 hours each, which is a huge improvement already just in the first 2 nights. Sorry, we're voting on the letter D now. Option 1 or option 2, it's going to share a ribbon with this bow. Oh, really, Colleen? Have you found anything that helps? Yeah, Angela, like I don't use ChatGPT for a lot, but it actually, I think, has been really helpful for this. It's always hard to know like where it's getting its information from, but it seems to be pretty helpful so far. It made me like a whole like 2-week sleep plan, and I'm 2 nights in, and yeah, have already like doubled my sleep. But I don't know, it could be a mental game, you know? Yeah, Vanessa, I would always cap my black tea at 4 p.m. Like when I drink that during my lives, I would always cap it and not drink it late. I'm drinking orange juice now. But ChatGPT did also recommend magnesium glycinate, something with a G. There's so many different magnesiums. I do have one magnesium that I take, but I think it's like citrate, and that's not the right one. So I need to go find some of the right magnesium and then try that. Oh yeah, Vanessa, no, I have never been huge on caffeine. Like I've never gotten into drinking coffee, and I don't think I could. Like I feel like just with how bad my sleeping is, I couldn't get into coffee even early in the day. I would be too nervous. Active during the day, G. Yeah. You took that tonight. That's true, it is high in sugar. I think for me, one thing that ChatGPT was saying is to just like eat lots before bed, which sounds funny, but just like to fill my stomach, because, well, the problem that I've been having over the past few weeks, and ChatGPT, I don't know if I should say he, it, whatever, thinks it's because of, like I'm 18 months postpartum, I'm still nursing, like that kind of stuff. And so he thinks I'm having a blood sugar crash in the middle of the night. Something like that, blood sugar increase, blood sugar crash, whatever. And because for most of my life with my sleep issues, it's been like, okay, I'm lying awake still, it's 3 a.m., I haven't fallen asleep at all. This is really frustrating. But more recently, it's been, okay, I fell asleep at midnight and now it's 1:30 and I'm lying awake for the rest of the night. So this is a new type of sleep issue for me. And so I've been trying to have like, well, this isn't my snack, my orange juice. I've been having a high protein snack before bed and just trying to like really fill up in the evenings, which feels so backwards because like I'm not going to use all that fuel while I'm sleeping, but something's been helping me a little bit over the past few nights anyway, so I'm going to keep at it. Yes, yeah, protein and a carb, true. Ooh, sounds good, Laura. High absorption. Yeah, I should do some shopping for that. Okay. Danny wanted her name not stacked and a tulip. Let me press this on for you, Danny. Melissa O, order 1362. If you are here, please let me know. I'm expecting you. So I was holding your order. I didn't do it right away because Melissa's got a couple of journals in her order and I have a couple of questions. So I would love to wait for her. But Melissa, if you're here, let me know so that we can do your journal because it technically was, we already passed it in the queue. All right, this was 1363. Thank you so much for your order, Danny. I'm gonna peel off that little plastic coating later. If I peel it off right away, I ruin the journal. I learned that one the hard way. So we're not gonna peel that off right now. But we will do it eventually. Oh, petal pink journal. I'm just gonna poke my head out and ask my husband to go grab me some more pink journals because this was my last one on the shelves in here. And the next order needs another one. They're just in the guest room, but I don't really feel like grabbing them. Thank you very much. Okay, while he grabs those, I'm gonna do, this one's kind of a fixer-upper. Her cover design, she wanted a teddy bear and the text Finer Aurora. And so I did that, like I did the teddy bear in gold foil, but there was a little bubble in the foil, so I foolishly tried to re-press it on with just the parchment, thank you, and not, oh, thank you, and not the like little plastic layer that naturally covers the, oh, there you are, yes, the little plastic layer that naturally covers it, so I made it worse, and then I emailed her, she was like, oh yeah, I like the little fuzzy bear, so we're gonna try that instead. And I've got your text here that we're gonna iron on, and I think you had mentioned adding some doodles to your name page, which I can do for you. Yeah, this order was from last week's batch, but I kind of botched it when I was finishing up the gold foil. And so hers still made the name page cut. So we'll do that for you. Hi, yeah, this is itty bitty. Let me read that out. Thank you. Perfect. Got a whole box of petal pink journals in here now. All right, there we go. Got our text, and I'm gonna put it right under the bear. Yeah, these little guys are so cute. I actually bought them in bulk before I got my gold foil, like my cutting machine. I bought these ones in bulk thinking that I would make this one option, and then I was trying to find like 3 to 7 like other cute patches and then just offer that for personalization since I didn't have a cutting machine to cut the gold foil. But then I got a cutting machine and it was hard to find cute patches. So many of them were so tacky, at least the ones that you can order in bulk. But I do really like these little teddy bears. They're very cute. All right, let's put the text right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. text on. And again, I'm not going to peel that off yet. I will peel them all off tomorrow when I am packing them to be shipped. No, Janice, I got on late tonight. I've been on for maybe 20 minutes max. Okay, Takaria, what would you like to add to this page? I was gonna reopen my email while I was working on this, but since you're here, I'll just ask you. Oh, the teddy is a stick-on. You know, it's funny, it was advertised as an iron-on, but they get so firmly stuck. So I thought it was gonna be iron-on, but it's not. It's fully stick-on. Okay, let me grab my light brown then for a teddy bear. Teddy bear and coffee. A hot coffee, iced coffee, coffee beans. Do you have a preference on that kind of stuff? Let's put a little teddy bear over here. It's just gonna be small because the books are small, so I kind of want it to fit the vibe, which is just small little doodles for this one. No preference. Okay. Let me give this bear a little bow. Talking key, what? Name page, yeah, Lizette, this is from last week. It's one that I messed up the cover. So we fixed it, and now she was just requesting a couple additions to her name page. That's why we're doing a name page. Isn't it adorable? I know. I have used a few of them for myself on like pencil cases and stuff, and they're very cute. Let me use this then to kind of give our teddy bear a little bit more structure. Okay, and we'll give him a little face, just an itty bitty face for an itty bitty bear. Okay, and then coffee we'll put over here to balance things out. Let's do maybe a to-go cup. And I'm just gonna use this same color for the sleeve of it to kind of, because we just introduced this color for the first time with the teddy, I want to use a little bit more of it to pull it in more to the theme. And I'm going to put a little coffee bean doodle on there. I'll add some white gel pen to that in a sec. I just finished filming my 2026 setup in my own pre-made journal, and I'm excited to... Yes, Vanessa, I do remember yours. I think that was one of my first for a name page, but I had already done Janelle's theme, and we had liked the gingham and teddy bear pairing. So we used it again. All right, little coffee bean on there. Alrighty, well, thank you so much, Takaria, for your order and for your patience with my oopsie here. Yeah, this is gonna get peeled off tomorrow when it gets shipped off. And yes, thank you very much. We're gonna carry on now. We're on 1364 is the order that we're gonna be on next. I just paused for a sec because I was out of petal pink journals, but my husband brought us a new box, so we're good. No problem. Thank you so much for your order. Alrighty, so yes, this is 1364, order for Corinne A. And we are doing charms, and we are doing a cover design. Oh, this one does have a bit of a bend. Bummer. That's not a good sign when I start a new box and the first one is like that. It just makes me fear that the box was mishandled. But it was on an inside corner, like a corner that couldn't have been dropped. I'm very confused. Let's check this one. Ooh, this one's looking promising. Oh yeah. Good, good. Okay, so charms. Letter charm, a white E, a cat or paw print, and then a light pink pom-pom. So I'll grab the two that she locked in. She didn't specify the color of cat, and I just got a new batch of paw prints. So I'm thinking maybe we just go paw print route because all of my cats are pretty like distinct, you know? So let's go paw print route for this one. I feel like without going lives, it feels like I'm only halfway through the week, you know, because normally I do 4 lives a week and Thursday's my last one, but this week I only did 2 and this is my last one. So like I just can't fathom that it's actually Friday tomorrow. It just feels so weird. Oh yes, Nicole, I have all of these, and then I don't think there's any. Okay, actually, yeah, all my colors are in here. I have some miscellaneous ones in a drawer, but they're just like duplicates of, you know, like I order full bags of only this color, this color, this color, and this row. But then the rest are from a miscellaneous bag, but that's all that I have in my miscellaneous bag is just more duplicates of those. Yeah, last weekend, my sister's back. She's always all over the place. So she was in Italy for a couple months and then in BC for about a month, 3 weeks, a month, I don't know, something like that. And now she's finally back here. So last week we started The Last Samurai with her and my brother, which I've never seen. My husband has and he loves it. That's why he wanted to watch it with someone. He for sure wanted to watch it with me and maybe other family members. So we started it last week, but my brother had a wedding that he was a groomsman in, so he didn't stick around late and we were gonna try to finish it this weekend, which I usually don't have any plans on the weekend. You know, it's just the normal same thing as every day. So I'm excited, even though it's just a movie. I'm looking forward to finishing that. Julie, let me show you. So we're packing up orders. These are journals that I spent a good portion of the year designing all of the inside pages, and it's like a coloring book planner. So the pages start off blank with like calligraphy you can trace, doodles you can color, all of that, and then you color it in like a coloring book and use it as a planner. So we are packing orders right now of these journals. When you order them, you can choose personalizations like charms and cover designs. And so that's the part that we're doing on live these days, is the charms and the cover designs. So this order is for Corinne. She chose the pink pom-pom, a white E, and a paw print. And then for her cover design, hers was Emma with a bow. Yes, and she wanted it not stacked as well. So let's get that ready for her. Oh yes, I can. Oh, and somebody else had asked to see cat charms. Okay, I need to show the cat charms and then you want to see a full month's contents. Don't let me forget that. I'll finish this journal, but don't let me move on to the next one before showing you guys that. Thanks, Julie. It's very fun. We've got a very nice little corner of the internet over here. These lives are always so like peaceful and chill with everyone in the comments. All right, let's do her cover design. That looks good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Alrighty, there we go. Thank you so much, Corinne, for another order. Corinne has been a major return customer over the past little while, so thank you very much for all of your support. That was $13.64. Just let me mark that one so that I put it in the right spot and mail it to the right person, and then I'm going to show you guys the charms and a month in the journal. Let me just tuck this away. Okay, so cat charms. Let me grab those for you, Lizette. So the cat charms that I have, there's 6, but one of them is deformed. It was in my last set too. It's this white one doesn't have a full face. I'm convinced whoever made these used AI because this one is wrecked. But yeah, so there's pink, calico, gray, this little guy who we actually ended up just getting rid of those, but he's a cute cat. He just is missing a face. And then the black one and this kind of brownish one. Those are all the cat options. And then yeah, I've got paw prints, I've got dogs, dog bones. Those are my pet charms at the moment. And I will show you a full month. I'll show you the month of December because it is mostly colored, but not fully. So you can kind of see both. So obviously it doesn't start off like this. I colored it in, but every month has a title page and then a blank page beside with a border. So there's no title. You can use this page for whatever you want, but there are doodles. I turned mine into a task list, which I haven't been using because I still this year am using my other journal primarily. I'm just doodling this one mostly for Instagram these days. December calendar, which is undated. You fill in the dates. You fill in Sunday start or Monday start, whatever you like. And then same thing here. You use whatever sort of box you need over to the side. So every month has the blank page, title page, calendar. Trackers, you've got 6 normal trackers where it's just like, did you take your vitamins? Color for yes, leave it blank for no. And then 1 leveled tracker where you can choose a topic. I did sleep for mine. You could do mood, exercise, productivity, whatever, and then give yourself a key and then color in kind of the level that you reached on that day. Then we've got a memories page as well for you to paste in pictures, write about the month, whatever. And then these are the weekly spreads for December. I'll show you what they look like before being colored. So it's a very open weekly, probably the most open weekly style that we used in the journal. But every month we do use a bunch of different weekly styles, but all of the months have 5 weekly spreads, which again are undated. I added these dates so that you can technically use it for any year. It doesn't have to be 2026. And there's 5 weekly spreads in every month. So that's what a full month looks like in the journal. They all have the same spreads, but like different arrangements. Oh, Shandy, 3 hours was my record this month. 1.5 has been my average. We were talking about that earlier. I really struggle with sleep. But ChatGPT is helping me fix it, and that's what I'm working on this week. I have a 2-week sleep plan to heal me by Christmas, and I'm really hoping that it actually works. Okay, cat charms, a month in the journal, perfect. Next, I have just a B grade journal. This is order 1365, a B grade matcha green pre-made journal. So let me grab that for Barbara. So I'm not sure how many B grades I still have available. I definitely will continue to post them as I notice them. And as I know which ones I'm not going to keep for myself. Most of them are like this is the level of damage that they have. Like something is just a little bent. That doesn't really affect the usability of the journal, but I would feel awful selling this for full price, you know? So this is the B grade journal that we're gonna give to Barbara. B grade journals though do not come with personalizations. So we're gonna tuck this in the box just as is. Thank you so much for your order, Barbara. That was order 1365. Thank you so much, Julie. Oh, you have sleep apnea? Oh yeah. I don't have anything, just years of disordered sleep, maybe a little insomnia mixed in there, but I don't know, just bad sleeping abilities. Okay, next we're doing an espresso colored pre-made journal, and this one has no personalization, so I'm just gonna bin it and then grab the next one. So let's bin this and label it 1366. Thank you, Emily, for your order. Yeah, Phoenix, that I can absolutely relate. Finally falling asleep at like 5 a.m. and then the kids wake up at 6. Definitely familiar. 1367. This one is for Kristen. Oh, another espresso pre-made journal with no personalizations. I feel like I very rarely get like exact duplicate orders, like same color and same type of personalizations in a row, you know? So I always feel like, did my Shopify glitch? Did I just open the same order twice? But no, I'm double checking the names. Different names, different order numbers, just the same order. Okay, and then 1368. Let's pull that one up. Okay, we've got, sorry, quick orange juice break. Okay, B grade matcha green journal and a normal espresso journal. Let me grab those for order 1368. B grade matcha. And a normal espresso. Let's take a look at some of hers. Oh yeah, so this is what turned this one into a B grade. Again, just kind of in shipping, the box would have gotten a little jammed up, which unfortunately seemed to happen a lot this time around. I've never had this many slightly damaged products before. They've normally, when I use this supplier, they come in great shape, but unfortunately that hasn't been the story this time. I mean, most of them are in great shape, but like an alarming amount have just the tiniest bit of damage that makes it so that I wouldn't want to sell them for full price, but they're still completely usable. So I've got a lot of those going around. All right, that was 1368 for Aja. Thank you so much for your order. And that actually, okay, let me refresh here because that seems crazy. Is that my last Shopify one? Other than Melissa's. Melissa, 1362, if you're here, just let me know. I'm gonna do her order tonight. Oh no, I do have 2 more that came in since then. I'm gonna do her order tonight either way, but it'd be great if she was here because I have a couple questions. Okay, 1369 for Amanda N. I'm gonna grab her Petal Pink journal. And for this one, we get to do charms. Okay, so she would like a gold A and then a pink girly charm. So I'll grab the gold A and then we can choose from a few different girly charms. Let's see here, what is this? Oh yeah, that was just a crumb, not a defect. Okay, so gold A. And then let me pull out a few options for you. So she didn't say the charm had to be pink. She just said, a girly charm, I like pink. So I'm gonna pull out a few non-pink options, but keep in mind that she likes it. Pink bow. I think I'll do 6 options for this one. Got a hair hanging from my sleeve. Okay. 6 options. Just let me set up a poll here for you guys. Give me one moment. Okay, so the gold A is locked in. We're gonna choose a charm to pair with it. So depending on the charm, we'll either put them on the same ribbon or different. Like this one looks very cute on the same one. But if we choose a bigger charm like this, I would put it on a separate one because this kind of, it doesn't sit as well with the second charm as some of these do. So option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Those are the options for this one. Oh, this one's going to Sweden. I don't always check, but that's exciting. All right, let's see who won here. Sorry, I'm gonna need to shift this over a little bit so I can see. Option 5, okay, the pink bow. Sounds good. Let me put these other ones away. I'm not gonna take a poll on this, but what do you guys think? Same ribbon or different ribbon? I always default to same. I love the way charms look when they're like kind of, you know, paired together. But I know that lots of you guys think different. I'm not going to take a poll, but I'll just listen to the first few. Okay, different. Okay, so I'm in the minority. Different. Okay. All right, point taken. We'll put them on different ones. I always feel like adding something then. If they're going to be on different ones, I feel like I want to put something on at least one of them. I am going to do that. I think I'll put a small little diamond on with the bow because they just feel so, not like there's anything wrong with having just one charm on a ribbon, but it does feel a little bit bare to me sometimes. I like to layer them. So I'm going to add this little diamond. I used one of these on my 2026 journal and I love it. I'll add one of those just for a little something. Thank you, Ari, for the gifts. And Drastic Wheel, thank you guys. No heat press, we still need you. All right, there we go. We've got Amanda's charms on. Thank you so much for your order, Amanda. That was $13.69. Let me pack that into the bin and label it. Thanks, Drastic Wheel. Yeah, that was a cute little girly charm moment. $13.69. All right, then we've got, okay, so this one is just an empty journal, not one with the hand-drawn pages. A matcha colored A5 journal with a cover oh, I didn't cut this cover design yet because I wasn't sure if I'd get more orders. So I was like, if I get more orders, then I'll cut them all at once instead of cutting this one all by itself. But I'm gonna do Melissa's first in case anyone else feels compelled that they want to order and have it packed tonight. I haven't been at the point where I can actually do that for you in like months because I've been playing catch up, but now we are at that point, so I can offer that. Okay, I'm gonna pack a few Etsy orders and then pack Melissa's order, and then I'll cut the gold foil for that order. $13.70, right? That's what it was, $13.70? Yes. I will cut the gold foil for that and do that tonight, but I'll just save it for the end of the night in case there's any other foil that ends up needing to be cut. Okay, so going to Etsy, we've got Kath, who ordered an espresso journal with no personalizations. Name pages, I'm expecting to open those back up near the beginning of 2026. Not sure if I'll open them up right away, if I'm playing catch up from taking a Christmas holiday or not. I'm not totally sure, but just kind of as soon as I feel able to, once we get into 2026. I'm going to be taking a pretty generous Christmas break, probably until early January, but as soon as I'm caught up from that, I'll open them back up. Okay, next we've got a Glacier Blue pre-made journal with no personalizations, also ordered on Etsy. So let me grab that for Chase. Oh, hey Terry, I started almost an hour ago. Not quite. Okay, Chase, yes. Etsy's numbering system has like 20 digits and they don't go in order. So I'm just writing their names on the bin instead of a number because it gets confusing. Okay, and then we have an Etsy order for a petal pink journal that does have personalization. So let me grab that pink journal for her. This is for Jessica. Oh, yay, Stephanie. Oh, nice. Okay, so you've got 5 grandkids. How many families are they split into? Like, how many of your kids have kids? 2. Okay, so how many grandkids came over tonight? The whole group? Alrighty, so Jessica's journal for charms, she likes pink, gold, she wants the letter J, and a flower. So that seems pretty straightforward. Seems like we go for a gold J. Okay. Daughter has 1 boy, son has 4 girls. Wow. Pink, gold, letter J, flower. Okay, so we could go with this straight up. It includes the things that she said. Pink, gold, J, flower. The 4 girls came tonight. Nice. I guess maybe let's just do that. Seems straightforward enough. 7, 6, 1, and 4 months. Aw. Nice. My kids were playing so cute today while I was making supper. I think I'm going to put these ones on the same. I know you guys voted different last time, but then there was a whole slew of people voting for the same. So now this one I'm going to do the same to appease that group. My kids were playing so cute while I was making supper. My husband was down in the basement with them, and they just like to turn on music and like they'll play hockey for a bit. They'll do whatever made up sports my toddler has come up with that day. But when I came to peek down, they were just picking up. They had dropped a whole deck of cards, but my 3-year-old turned it into a game of like picking them up and putting them on a pile and getting my 1.5-year-old to help him, and they were being so sweet. Ooh, Planning with K. I don't know who Planning with K is, but thank you. Thanks, Gail. Kids are so precious. Oh, good, Candy Pie. I'm glad it arrived safely. Okay, and then this one is for Jessica with a flower. So at this point, I will give a little bit of a last call. Like I said, I've been playing catch up for months, but I'm finally at the point where if you order now, I could personalize it for you today. I haven't been able to say that for months, but if you would like to see yours personalized on live today and get it sent in the mail tomorrow, this would be kind of last call to order. I'm going to do one last batch of cutting gold foil on my cutting machine. And so if you want yours to have gold foil and to be personalized on tonight's live stream, go ahead and place your order. The discount code for you guys is live stream. American and Canadian orders need to come through my website, which is RyleeAutumn.com, or linked in my bio. But if you are from somewhere else, you can head to my Etsy shop, and that's the best way to order for my international friends. Oh no. Well, that's a different profile picture. Usually they have bums. Block. Confirm. We don't usually get to see a face on those profiles. One, two. Hey, Sherry. How are ya? 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Alrighty. So that is the gold foil that I was talking about. I can't peel it off on this one to show you quite yet, but you can get the picture. And I could peel off a different one if you guys want to see. Well, I guess I can show you my own journal. I've got it right here. So you can choose to have text like your name and whatever doodles, and then we'll just press that right onto the front of your journal if you so choose. All right, and this was Jessica's order through Etsy. Thank you so much, Jess, for your order. Now I'm gonna hop back into Shopify orders and go back to Melissa's, which was $13.62. I was hoping she'd be able to make it today, but looks like we'll just have to carry on without her because I don't want to leave it until next week. So she wants, an espresso and a matcha pre-made journals. So let me grab those for her from my shelf. Espresso, matcha, and we'll start off with her espresso. Oh, thank you. Some of you guys and your usernames just weren't meant to join my live because I will say them out loud and I always feel dumb. What are some of the bad usernames I have to say on live? Not bad, but I'm trying to think, but Goober Muncher. Oh yeah, Baby Girl. I was calling someone Baby Girl like the whole live because that was her username. And then it was like, wait, this actually... Why do I feel so okay calling you that? Because it's just the name you put on the screen. Goober Muncher. Yes, I do have cat charms and I could do a cat doodle on the cover if you'd be interested in that. Call me Dad. Yeah, I've had some weird ones. I will never forget. Yeah, Baby Girl. That was a fun one. Okay. So this is Melissa's first journal of 2 that we're going to be personalizing. That one got me, yeah. She wants a gold J with a teal or navy blue stone and then a teal or navy blue pom-pom to match with Everstone. Oh, right. She sent me some pictures. Actually, quite a few pictures. Oh, Cynthia, which markers do you mean? I can't remember what markers I've used on this live because I don't think I've done a lot. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to pull up her email because she did send me pictures. I just couldn't include them in this note. Book charms right now. I did find one of these tags and I will be restocking these at some point, but I love books. And then I've got 3 different colors, pink, green, blue. They match the Glacier Petal and Matcha journals. Those are the book charms that I have currently. Okay. the ones to color. You can use whatever water-based markers you want in the journal. As long as you're not using alcohol markers, you should be safe. I personally recommend Crayola Super Tips if you're just starting out because they are very affordable and they have so many great colors. Okay, sorry, I need a... do I not have that inbox on my iPad? I'm trying to find her email, but it would be on my phone, which is filming this. Oh, you guys, that was dumb. And my mail app, it really wants me to upgrade to the next Windows, and I just don't want to because every time they get worse. Okay, no, I did pull it up here. Sorry, you guys. Making you wait. Okay, where is it though? Melissa. Yeah, so Crayola Super Tips, you can get the pack of 100 or 150. It's a great deal, lots of colors, and they work really well. Why can I not find her email? Sorry, you guys. Usually, I never mind adapting people's orders, but it does get very difficult when people send updates to whatever method. You know, like I'll get some updates sent on Instagram. Hey, can I change this to this? Then I get them on my email. And it's just a bit hard to keep track of sometimes. And right now I am really struggling. Where is this email? Oh, there it is. Why didn't that load the first time? Okay. Okay. Yes, here we go. Sorry, you guys. Wow, lost like 40 people looking for that email. Okay. So that is, she just sent me a picture of which pom-pom she wanted and then a matching stone. I feel like that stone matches almost perfectly. So let's do that. Thanks, misdemeanor. All right, there we go. Let's get these on. All right, and then this one does have a cover design. All right, in here, Jody Lynn is for this one. They do, hey, the teal and espresso. Yeah, I feel like it's an uncommon color pairing for my journals anyways. I don't often use the teal pom-pom, but it does complement the espresso nicely. All right, let's do Jody's cover design. That is journal number 1 in Melissa's order. Journal number 2 is a matcha pre-made journal. And let me look at her description here again. Second one, matcha green journal. Black M. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't even opened the journal yet, but I'm reading this email and I don't want to lose my spot here. Black M. The coffee cup that says coffee, and a black pom-pom. Okay. Yes, I can do that. Hey, Austin. How are ya? Ooh, this one's got that corner bump again. Are you guys seeing that? Off to the B grade pile we go. This one. Check. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, Austin. That's funny. I'm doing pretty well, Austin. Yes. It does not feel like the weekend is just around the corner to me, but it is, and I am excited. Oh, wow. Thank you guys for all the likes. Come on, jump ring. Seal tight. There we go. Hey, Dylan. Welcome here. Oh no, what was that? Wait. Was that something or nothing? Now I can't tell if I'm just seeing things. No, I think I did just smear something on there. Oh, what did I have on my finger? Shoot. Another one onto the B grade pile. And no one to blame but myself. Maybe the pliers, I guess. Hey, Sarah. How are you doing this week? Alrighty. Let's get those charms on and then cover design on. I've been pretty good. I'm so excited for the holidays though. Emma, they will refund the ones that have like manufacturer error damage. Unfortunately, most of them have shipping damage, but you know, part of that I can, not most of the journals that are damaged, it's just because of shipping. And part of that I think is they didn't pack them very well. And so I might address that and just be like, hey, that really didn't work this year. Like whatever you changed in your packaging routine, never do that again. And they're really great. They'll probably offer me a discount, but I don't know. As someone who also like mails things and things get damaged in the mail, that I'm like, I thought I did a good job packing that up, you know, like I don't want to hold them to every journal that gets damaged in shipping, like, because it's more their fault. Ugh, it's more their fault than mine, but it's mostly just the mail. I have been selling some of the B grade ones, Anderson, yeah. I don't know how many are actually still up and listed on my site, but there will be more in the near future. I just am figuring out how I want to use them for gifts before I list more. We are healed up, yes. We are, and hopefully we'll stay that way for the holidays. There's none. There must be some empty journal B grades, but yeah, the pre-made ones might be gone. But I will put more up at some point. I just want to figure out, yeah, family and friends. Because, yeah, most of them are just tiny defects. Like, I use one of the B grade journals. I feel comfortable giving that to my own family and friends. Most of them will probably not even use their journal anyways. I'm being pessimistic, but lots of them will accept it, but not actually use it. So I will be using a bunch of those at Christmas time, and whichever ones I don't use, I will list on my site. Melissa Lynn. Oh, really, Melissa? That's funny. It fits, Melissa Lynn. It works. I'd love to be your family or friend. Yeah. Yeah, I need more family and friends who actually like journaling outside of just wanting to support me, because I don't actually know anyone in person who like bullet journals normally. I do have family and friends who I've given a journal to and they use it, but usually it's for something different. It's like they'll use it for church notes or something like that, which is totally fine. You know, but I haven't met anyone like organically in my life who's like, yeah, I love bullet journaling. All right. Melissa Lynn, she requested iced coffee. Hey, OG Nan Annie. Let me scoot that over a tiny hair more. Okay, this hair needs to be a little bigger. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I didn't see any other orders come in when I gave that last call before. If you did place an order that you want packed up today, please let me know. I'm gonna cut the foil for that last order and then pack it up. But after that one, we have officially made it to 0, which is very exciting. I mean, also kind of discouraging because it's like, this is supposed to be busy season. What am I doing making it to 0? But it mostly is just like relief. You know, busy season is like a blessing and a curse. It's like, get lots of sales, which is great for the wallet, but not great for my sanity. But then when I get not as many sales, then I feel discouraged that I'm not doing something. Okay, I've got the design. This order wanted 2026 with the moon and stars, and that's the only gold foil that I need to cut right now. So I'm just gonna export that. I have no idea, it will probably show you all my contacts and stuff, so I'm just gonna pull that out of the frame, send that to my Google Drive folder on my computer. Journal cover designs, we'll call it December 11th, upload. Alrighty, now let me go power up my cutting machine. And then I gotta open up my design software on my computer, which that part won't be exciting, but also won't be long because I've already done the design. I just need to load it into the software. All right, so Caesar Juliet is the cutter that I use, and they have their own software called Leonardo Design Studio. So I'm gonna open my Leonardo Design Studio, and honestly, I don't know a lot about using their design studio, but I do know that it works perfectly fine when I just do my whole doodle, whatever I wanna do in Procreate, and then I just import it right in and cut from the material roll, turn all the settings to just like default settings where I can just cut straight from a roll, don't need a mat, and then it is very quick and easy to do that. Let me just resize my design and send it to the cutter. Okay, I can take you along for the cutting now. First, I gotta step over my orders from tonight, my sweatpants and mismatched slippers. And I'm such a cheater. I chose cut from a material roll, but then I used the smallest scrap that I could. But it works. Isn't that incredible? I don't even need a cutting mat, but that's my roll. I just don't actually need that much. So I cheat and use my scraps when I'm only cutting one thing at a time. There it is, so you can kind of see the cut marks, but I'll go weed that out and put that onto the journal. Oh yeah, I haven't even opened that order yet. I was so busy getting that ready. Oh yes, so it's a matcha colored journal, matcha green. And this is order 1370 for Daniel R. Anderson, this is my last one to be completely caught up, which, like I've said, I haven't been completely caught up since the beginning of October. So even though I do wish that I were getting a few more orders these days, would be good for this season, it also just lowers my stress levels a lot to see my order numbers at 0 instead of like 200. So I am very grateful to be able to kind of exhale this weekend. I know, CDN Lady 16. I have never used a Cricut, never used anything other than a Caesar Juliet. And I don't know, I don't think you're supposed to do what I just did. Like I think you're only supposed to use the matless cutting when you're using a whole roll. And that's what I do most of the time. You know, like when I'm cutting designs for like whatever, 20, 30, 50 plus journals, of course, I'll just use the material roll and cut them out. But when I have just one design, I've done this so many times. I just take like a single scrap and line it up with the first of those like wheels or whatever they're called. And it's worked perfectly fine. Even though I'm sure that's not how I'm supposed to use it, I've never used a mat with this cutter, which is so nice because I don't actually know a lot about my Juliet. I would love to learn. I know it can do so many cool things and I am using like 1% of its functionality, but yeah, it has definitely been a pretty easy process to learn. Kimberly, it hasn't been too bad the last few days. We're Canadian, so it's Celsius. I don't even know how cold it was today, Angela. We didn't step outside, so I didn't check the weather. Do you know how cold it was today? I think yesterday it was like minus 10-ish before the wind chill. That was the warmest that it got. Yeah, yesterday I wanted to take my boys to the tree farm. We have a fake tree. It was a hand-me-down. It's fine. But I loved going to the tree farm as a kid, and I realized like you can still just go to the tree farm even if you're not getting a tree. So we were gonna go yesterday because it says they were open till 7 p.m., 1 to 7 p.m. every weekday. And then I opened it up on Google Maps yesterday and it says it's closed. And yeah, they close on Wednesdays, all day Wednesdays. So I was like, oh shoot. So we didn't actually go to the tree farm, but we did just find a park that had like walking trails, and we had brought the sled assuming that we were going to be, you know, dragging both boys along the trails at the tree farm. So we did a walk. We went to Tim Hortons and got some hot chocolate. It was like, it felt pretty cold though. I think at that time of day it was only technically like minus 18 before the wind chill, but it still felt brisk. Cold and windy. Yeah, I didn't step outside today. That was probably a bad decision, but I don't know. I'm such a pansy in the cold. 4, 5, 6, 13, 14. Alrighty. There we go. Oh, really, Angela? Mine loves the snow. Like, that's why we felt like we had to do something, because we woke the boys up from their naps and then we were like, do you guys want to go outside, go in the snow? And my 18-month-old, he just is learning how to talk, and he's the cutest. He was so excited, like could hardly contain himself. And then it was like, oh, well, we can't actually go to the tree farm, but now we pumped them up. So we're going to go do something in the snow. Okay, there is Daniel's journal order. Thank you so much for your order, Daniel. That was $13.70. And yes, that officially catches me up on my orders, which that was my goal for this week. Whew. So that will be the last order that I pack on live today. If you have any questions that I missed during the live, or anything you want to see in the journal or anything like that, let me know right now, because I don't have any more orders to pack, but I will stay on for a couple minutes, maybe just show you my journal that I've been coloring, and then I'll head off for the night. Alrighty. So this is not my 2026 journal. This is just my Instagram showing journal, but I just colored in my weekly spread for this week, which I love. Oh, you do commissions? What kind of commissions? I didn't color. Oh no. In my own journal, I did just finish coloring my yearly spreads. I filmed a plan with me that I want to edit this weekend. But no, I haven't even thought about my January spreads yet in my own journal. This is the only January page that I've colored in my like demo journal. But it's so cute. I'm planning to use the same color palette probably when I do my own. Stevie, okay, wait. You had commented something and pinned it, and I didn't look at it. What was it? Can you tell me? Sorry, Stevie. Aw, that's sweet. Wow, lasers too, crickets. So wow. So do you just kind of personalize like a bunch of different things, or do you have like a niche, like party favors, stuff like that? Ashley, kind of. I do have a printable 2025 bullet journal, but that's kind of my only. Oh, you're addressing Christmas cards. Oh, nice. I need to do that yet. That's my only real like template, and it's for 2025. Shy of buying this, which obviously is not really a template. It's a full-on journal that's made for you. Oh, cool. So yeah, this was the first version that I did of a weekly spread, and then this is the one that I tried for this week. And I think I like this style better, but we'll see. I've got a few more weeks to play around with. But let me take you guys down from the stand then. And yes, I do. Canadian lady. I drew this whole journal by hand. It took me months and months, and then I had it printed in bulk by my manufacturer. That is what I do. But yeah, what was I just gonna say? Something else. Trying to fix your tree while watching. Nice. Yes, well, thank you guys so much for joining. This will be my last live this week, and I probably will only go live maybe once next week. It kind of depends. We have family arriving next week. And so I plan to still work-ish at the beginning of the week, but by the end of the week, we will be in full-on Christmas mode, and I am very excited. Oh, yeah. Canadian lady. Well, I was assuming. Yes, Kay, right. I would love to offer a colored version. This year, I just did not have the capacity to do that. I actually have taken a break from being in the bullet journaling niche online for like 3 years, and I just decided to try it again in March. And then I just decided, hey, I should try to do another one of these journals in like June. And that was way too late in the year to decide to do that. So I barely finished this on time, but next year I want to start much earlier and make a colored version as well. That would be my goal. But we shall see if that happens. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I'll be on probably once next week. If you'd like to know when that's going to be, what orders we're going to be working on, you can find me on Instagram at Rylee Autumn. And I usually post those kind of updates in my Instagram stories each day. If you're interested in ordering a journal, you can use the discount code LIVESTREAM, and your order will be personalized and sent off to you kind of ASAP. This time of year, I'm not going to promise that they're all done on live, because I want to just make sure, like, you know, if suddenly I get a flood of orders on like Christmas Day, I want to just hustle through those and get those out so that you can use them right at the beginning of the year. But yes, you can use the code LIVESTREAM. Find me on Instagram. If you like watching this kind of content, I have a YouTube channel that has replays of my lives for the past like 6 months, and lots of other bullet journaling content as well, if you are interested. So thank you guys so much for joining, and I hope to see you all next week. Thank you for your support and for your order.